Go slightly to the right for a camera.
No.
Use the bug.
We need a system change and we need a shift. As we have seen,
No, sorry,
the
use the
front
bug.
lines have been facing this for so
No, sorry,
long.
use the bug.
And the climate crisis is only worsening. And so when banks like Standard Chartered say that they're here for good and continue to fund destruction that people are facing today, we are standing up and saying no more. This must be the end. Scientists have declared a total threat to humanity. People are facing the crisis on the front lines, and so we are standing up here.
Should be up now. So
The funding of destruction after the lives in death. The climate crisis is something abstract or hard to differentiate within today. That's why we're standing here in solidarity. That's why I'm standing here in solidarity with my fellow activists. That is why we're standing here today, and we will not decide whether we want banks like Standard Chartered to continue this. Thank you.
And Dominic said, our countries cannot stand the destruction anymore. We need the banks to defund the fossil fuels. That's why now we're going to listen to Christ, a Filipino migrant from Kanglungan and Anagbayan UK movement. Christ, are you here? Can you hear me? Okay, so Christ hasn't arrived, so we're going to continue with Farsana. She's from Bangladesh and Fridays for Future. Why are you here? A very familiar question to me. To visit Thames? To visit Harry Potter World? No. To ask a bank. This not very familiar question. Standard Chartered Bank. Why are you in my country? Some of you in the crowd already may answer it. To help to develop, as Bangladesh is a developing country. But in finding coal power plants, I can see only many destruction, not any development. Banshkhali power station in Chattogram, which is the process of building, producing smoke and flames in a high rate. Though China is one of the funders, said they will no longer funding overseas coal power plants, but it's yet to confirm. The another funder is Standard Chartered Bank. Living in the most polluted city, Dhaka, I know the consequence of living under the air that kills you slowly but painfully. These sufferings I see in my family and friends. I don't want to see it in the people of Banshkhali. This is not the only story. We have another story of, in the past, Motri thermal power plant, and they had the same intention with Maheshkhali power plant, which our government have dropped with another 9 power plant. This UK bank has profited more than 1 billion. Only on 2020, the most profited bank of our country for years. Not just this year. We don't have a magic one. No. This is the funding of destruction. This is the price of the blood they have on their hands or on their checks. We trusted them with our money. But they poured that money on the coal to burn my country, people here, and all over the UK. Is your money feeling us? Is also your hand have blood offshore banks? companies and banks, especially Standard Chartered. Everyone say with me. Where is your standard? Where is your standard? Or we will say enough. We believe in people over profit. Thank you.
Thank you, Prasanna. As Prasanna was saying, stop putting profit over people. Right now, more than 227 environmental defenders have been killed in the world in just 2020. That's why we're going to listen now to Brianna from the Pacific Warriors.
Hey, can everyone hear me? I'll try and be as loud as possible. Talapalava, my name is Brianna Fruitt, and I'm from the island of Samoa, one of the islands in the South Pacific. As islanders, we lie in the front lines of the climate crisis, like many of us here from vulnerable communities. As much as we are passionate to be here, we shouldn't have to be here. Our pain, our suffering, our tears, and our sorrow shouldn't be what it takes to take action. We already know what we need to do. We need to phase out of the fossil fuel era. We need to divest from these industries that are causing this harm and despair.
You don't want me to record
The reason why I'm here today is because of my home.
I think you may as well.
You know that feeling of when you get into your house?
If she comes on, just
there's just that
hold it up.
feeling of comfort.
Yeah, I think
Like,
you may as well.
you know that your family's going to be there, whether it be your roommate,
Yeah.
your friends, your mom, your dad, your kids. That feeling of warmth and comfort is the feeling I get when I get home to Samoa. There's no other place in the world where I feel so at home and safe. And I know as humans, we all have those places in our hearts. And so at the end of the day, the fight for climate justice is the fight for home. It's the fight for family. It's the fight for the loved ones that we have. Because it's so important that a select group of people shouldn't just be the only ones that are safe. It shouldn't just be the people who have power and money, whose families can survive this crisis. Every human on this earth has a right to survive. We have a right to call a place home and be able to return home whenever we can. This is what this fight is for us. It's the fight for home, and we shouldn't be the ones standing here begging the world, begging banks like this to divest from a problem that everyone knows the solution. We need to be divesting from the fossil fuel industry, and this is the only way we can ensure that our homes are safe. Thank you very much.
What do we want? Climate justice! Where do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! Where do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! Where do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! Where do we want it? Now!
We need to keep it in the ground.
Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground!
As you heard, we shouldn't be the ones begging for our lives, especially to a UK bank that has invaded most of our country. They also have projects in Tanzania, the Power Construction Corporation of China, in Mozambique, the Vale Brazil, in Pakistan, the Power Construction Corporation of China as well, Madagascar, China as well, founded everything by Standard Chartered. Zimbabwe, the Power Construction of China. South Africa, Power Construction of China. Cambodia, the Huidian. Japan, the Marubeni. Mongolia, the State Power Investment Corporation in China. Vietnam, POSCO, Huidian, Marubeni. Also South Korea, POSCO, Doosan Heavy Industries and Construction. All of these coal power plants and fossil fuel extractions being funded by Standard Chartered. The debt is with us. They owe us. They owe us for the destruction they're causing in our country.
System change or climate change! System change or climate change! System change or climate change! System change or climate
Okay, now we're going to listen to Ina Maria Shikonga from Namibia.
Sorry, can you move back, please?
Yo, what's up, London? What's up, Standard Charter?
I don't mind doing
My name is Ina Maria Shikongo. We are here with Fridays for Future, and we are tired. We are tired of the systematic colonialism from institutions like this one.
Yes.
You call it developed. The only reason why we are developed is because we have been paying for this. Our people, our blood, because of your comfort. Institutions like Standard Chartered are responsible for the deaths of not only activists, but also for the poisoning of our waters, for people being relocated from their homes, so they can produce coal to supply you with your comfort. The only reason why our continents are the way they are, it is because of this institution called colonialism, and that has to stop. We are tired. We are tired.
Very tired.
No, this has to stop, and they need to be held accountable. They are never held accountable. Why are they not being held accountable? We want to know. So me here, I am here today with my fellow comrades, with Fridays for Future, and we are calling an end to neo-colonialism. Stop funding our destruction. Stop killing our people. Don't tell us that we are monkeys living in a bush. We don't know what to do with our lives. We know exactly how to. We know what you want. We are people of the land. We are people of the earth. And we also deserve a chance at life. That these institutions are busy taking away from us, ripping it out of our mother's wombs. So, Standard Chartered, me and you, we still have a chicken to unplug. And right now, we demand climate justice. And climate justice is because we have children. We deserve a future. And that future is being taken away from us. So we can continue providing the global north with its comfort. Stop calling us poor. We are not poor. The only reason why we are poor, it is because our ancestors from Africa ripped out of the continent, taken to the Americas, so they can become slaves. And then it came to our country. And then it came to our country to colonize us. And today, the systematic colonialism is still going on thanks to this institution. We deserve a chance at life, and we are tired. That is all I have to say. What do we want? What do we want it? Now! What do we want? What do we want it? Now! Thank you very much, and please, stand aside and stop the nonsense.
We are unstoppable! Another world is possible! 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 Keep it in the ground, let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground, let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground, let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground, let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground, let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground, let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground, let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground, let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground!
I see you all saying 70% of Britain's wealth today has roots in slavery. By exploiting the global south, taking advantage of previously colonized countries by exploiting their lands and peoples. They are funding our destruction, and we need to take action. Some of the other countries that are also being exploited by the Standard Charter are India, with the Power Finance Corp, the Hidalgo countries, industries, the Adani Group, the NTPC, the CES Group, also Indonesia with the Indica Energy, the Indonesian Asahan Aluminium, the PLN Persero, and there are more countries being funded to be destroyed. Now we can continue with Christ, as I was saying, a Filipino migrant from Kanlungan and Anagbayan UK movement.
Thank you so much. Revolutionary greetings, comrades and friends. Thank you so much for giving me this platform to speak in this picket line that we have done in Standard Chartered, who's been funding billions of dollars and destroying our lands in the Philippines and displacing our fellow people. A ruling institution that has been exposed to fund billions of dollars to destructive development companies like San Miguel corporations who had zero fucks about human lives and the environment, but only pure greed and profit. The Standard Chartered Bank has the highest blood debt that owed us, being the main perpetrator and enabler of crimes committed by the companies they fund. From all the lives lost during a typhoon worsened by anti-people projects they have built, the lives lost from all the activists they have killed to prevent dissent, the millions of livelihood of our people in destroying our homes, the families they have displaced due to land grabbing, and the continuous plunder of resources that is putting our people into destitutions. Your dirty money causes only destruction and exploitation to the environment, but also enables oppression to the people. You rob us, our dreams, our homes, and our lives that leaves no choice for us countrymen to leave the country and face a cold life here abroad and together along abroad countries. Every month, 6,000 Filipino breadwinners leave our country in hopes of better life abroad and to send money back home to feed their families, put their children to school, and afford to live another day. As a migrant, our hope is to dream that one day we would be coming back to our home and live with our families, pay back the time that we have missed with them, carry our children with our hands and bear with them and see them growing up. But every day, and this is our dream, is to hope that we live a simple and decent life in our homes back in the Philippines and together with along other migrant people here. But how can we ever come home if your money keeps on destroying our land? Whenever climate disaster happened, we are forced to extend another year just to send money back home and recover our losses and extend our stay. And again for another year, and again until we die in this cold country. The struggle of migrants is not far from the struggle to fight for climate justice, as destruction anywhere is a threat and destruction everywhere. Let us consolidate all the sectors to arouse, organize, and mobilize to fight back and seek accountability from the destruction made by the ruling class. Today, we take on the street, but again, we will come back in hundreds, in thousands, and millions to bring down and revolt the institutions like this that oppresses us, together with the imperialist countries that further destroy the world and win our struggle to attain justice, to attain climate justice, to attain justice for all, justice for the lives lost, and justice for the lives killed. What do we want?
Climate justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Climate justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Christ. Now we're going to take a moment to do the solidarity symbol. So you can grab your hands together. This means solidarity in sign language. Why do we do it? Because we're fighting for our present and not only our future. Because we can think of one if Standard Charter continues to fund our destruction. We are the countries that are least responsible for the climate crisis, but we are the ones who suffer the most from its consequence. MAPA is the most affected people and areas, as I said in the beginning. It's a term we are using instead of the global south, because we were colonized and we are the historically marginalized in the globe. Now we're going to sing a little song, very powerful.
People gonna rise like the water. We're gonna face this crisis now. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter singing climate justice now. People gonna rise like the water. We're gonna tear this system down. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter singing, keep it in the ground. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
Ang tao, ang bayan, ngayon ay lumalaban. Ang tao, ang bayan, ngayon ay lumalaban. Ang bayan, ngayon ay lumalaban. What do we want?
Climate justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Climate justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
We're here not to present our signs and sing our songs. We're here because we want change and we want it now.
What do we want?
Climate justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Climate justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
System change or climate change?
System change or climate change!
System change or climate change?
System change or climate change!
System change or climate change?
System change or climate change!
There's no planet B. No. There's no planet B. No.
There's no planet B! No! There's no planet B! No! There's no planet B! No!
There's no planet B.
No! There's no planet B! No! There's no planet B! No!
Nikki, John, can you come here, please? Well, we know that there's a lot of media here, so you need to understand that we're more than 20 activists from the global, from MAPA. So if you want, like, to get an interview, you can approach to Nikki or to John. Well, our first speaker from the Philippines. And you can meet.
Okay, we have a list of 12 people. We can meet there to divide the interview.
So you can go there. Follow Nikki if you want the interview.
Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground!
We are unstoppable! Another world is possible!
We are unstoppable! Another world is possible! We are unstoppable! Another world is possible! We are unstoppable! Another world is possible!
To finish, we'd like to have a moment of silence to honor all the environmental defenders that have died Also to all the people that have died because of the Standard Chartered funding the climate crisis and funding the fossil fuels, the blood coal, and the blood to be spilled in our countries. So we're going to take a moment and remember them. Thank you for being here, and we hope that you don't forget us. We hope that you demand climate action now.
What do we want? Climate justice! Where do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! Where do we want it? Now! Thank you.
The owner of the microphone. Can you turn it off, please?
Marie? You're going to say about it. Yeah.
Should we just have a quick photo? If everyone wants to stand